It did adjust that again. Why? Alright, that should be much better as far as the audio volume. That should be much better. Hopefully it is. Thank you, Wild, for letting me know. It might be one of those things where I'm going to eventually just write a script. Is it a little loud? Yeah, it might be one of those things where I'm just going to eventually have to write a script to change the audio quality, or not audio quality, to always change that setting when I start up my computer. I might have to do that. I don't know how. I can probably figure it out though. Technology. Where was I storing the gravel at? I don't know. I've lost my gravel. There it is. Then glowstone? Maybe? Okay. Yeah. Faye, you can probably turn me down. There's a limit, though, to turning me up. That's where glowstone is. I don't have a lot of it at this point. Yes. It is fun. I actually do enjoy sorting things, but it does get to be a lot sometimes. Especially with manual sorting systems and such. Let's go ahead. I need, what, 2 stacks of stone. So let's go ahead and make that. Let's let that distribute for a bit. That can all go bye-bye. We don't need you. I have too much stone now. As in every single Minecraft world almost. That can go, this can go. I had more stone, I didn't have to smelt it. Oh well. So, this is actually, I don't think this is actually an Extreme Hills biome. It is an Extreme Hills biome now, but I don't think it was initially. If I'm remembering right, Extreme Hills wasn't a thing in Minecraft 1.0. I'm not sure. You can check me on that one. But this area was actually generated under Minecraft 1.0. So, yeah. It is pretty cool, though, especially because it's shattered. Like, it's actually really, really crazy. If I go up over here, I can't go there anymore because I re-terrained that to make it a cliff. Also cannot go up there because I spawn-proofed the top of a building. Here we go. There's even more back here, and it goes on that direction too. So yeah. That probably should go. You know, I can just break all of these, and then I don't have to actually go and throw everything away because my inventory will fill up. Just save the chests because those are a tiny bit expensive. I don't have a lot of wood on this world, so. Boop. Yeah, I really like savannas. I liked. I like in the Shattered. I haven't actually built in any, but you know, just looking at them with all the cool terrain and stuff, savannas are really nice. And then I do really though like Extreme Hills. Oh, I need to turn this on. I really do like the extreme hills though whenever it's shattered as well. Just really nice looking. Take all of this out like so. And we now have enough. Yeah, that would be a fun project. If I were more of a builder, I probably would have definitely built more in one, but I'm not that much of a builder. Like, I'll build things that look kind of cool, whatever, but not... I mean, you know. I don't go over the top most of the time. This is a problem. I need to get down there to get more items. Not too much of a problem, I suppose. Hey, Pukinator, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It has been a while, I think. Has been a while. Okay, I think my internet is being reliable enough. I don't need to have the chat up on my cell phone right now. That's good to hear that you're doing good. Very good indeed. Huh? Maybe next base, yeah. Yup. I mean, you know, in modded on Food Crafters, still near the start of that. I mean, moving at this point wouldn't be too hard, right? So there is that option. I need to throw these in here. Just saying. You could do it. Let's go like that. There we go. I can make a lot of droppers right now. Or dispensers. Because I don't think you need fully repaired bows to make dispensers. Fun fact, that is a power 1 bow. That is a power 4 bow. Those do not need a mix. Okay. You have an idea for the plains biome? That's perfectly good. Perfectly good. Where did I get the sticks from? Oh, probably from witches. Yep, that's what it's from. This can go over here. I guess I don't actually need to go into my inventory to do that. Let's put non-stackable items over here. We'll try repairing all of these up though. In the meantime. So today I actually got to start working on a project for my manufacturing processes lab. So I'm actually currently in the middle of producing a part. It's not like a part that I have like given like an actual like I mean, I have the dimensions and everything, but there's not necessarily a use for the part. It's more of a here, use what you've learned so far to try to make this part within given design specifications. So that's what I'm doing right now. None of these bows need to be combined. Bones can go in there. Arrows can go in there. The bow. Suppose. Ooh. Ooh. This is actually a really good helmet. Can you call me? No. Not while I'm on stream. After stream, sure, we can go into voice chat in the Discord, but not during the stream. These ones can be combined, and then can be combined with that one. Sure, I have experience I can throw away. It's not really throwing away, I suppose, but close enough. And the gold boots I don't need either. Normally, I don't... Like, normally the hotbar is the first thing I empty, so if I leave something in my hotbar, there's a decent chance it'll stay there for a while. Hey, all the stuff despawned. Yay! Now let's throw all of this away. Let's sleep. Because we don't need to die. Oh, there's monsters nearby. Hi there. Come on. Water? Uh-oh. Okay. I guess we'll break this down. This is the... Oh, neither of these are Silk Touch, I suppose. Yeah, I don't have very good tools, needless to say. Have villagers been changed yet? No, I don't think they have. Nope. This villager breeder's kind of failed. Like, I've thrown a bunch of food at them. I have a bunch of doors. They should have done something, but they didn't. So, yeah. Old school villager breeders. Normally, I just turn a village into a villager breeder. I just essentially make... Nowadays, I just make it... put a ton of composters everywhere. Then I remove all of the other workstations, at least most of them, so that most of the villagers become farmers. And then there's a ton of food, and then I'll just build a couple more houses, and then voila, you get unlimited villagers, and it gets a little crazy, but yeah. These are wooden slabs. They require a pickaxe to mine, by the way. It's not some super cheaty block. It's just one that doesn't have a texture in the game anymore. The item ID exists still. It's just there's no texture. I need coal. As such. Guess I don't really need the crafting bench either. That was a very lucky hit to be able to one-shot that. Ow. That hurt. I feel attacked. Literally. Okay. Now we can sleep. Now we can sleep. So what do you guys want to do today? We don't really have any projects to do because End Portal went AWOL because of new terrain generation and keeping old things in the same place. So, or old points in the same places. So, and there's also no commands. So I can't make ourselves go to the end. Yeah. Because allowing cheats was not a thing you could do in Minecraft 1.0. Fun fact. Fun fact, or at least I was unaware of how to do it. So you might be able to do it, just I had no clue how. Didn't we look for a cat one day? I have a feeling we attempted to find a cat one day. And we found one, and then we got a fish, and then it had disappeared. We could go doing that, I suppose. Or we can go mining, because mining's fun. Or we can go to the Nether. And that's called being dangerous. Which I'm not that much of a fan of. We do not have efficiency 5. However, we do have haste. Only haste 1, though. To be quite honest. Only haste 1. Do you need Silk Touch to break a beacon? No. I'm asking that question, and then I'm like, huh. Nope. That is a good thing. That we do not. We're going to move this over to my base. And we're probably not going to have it on haste, since I'm probably never going to get that much. We will, though, try to get it to a full beacon, which I guess would be cause to do more mining, since I do not have a lot of iron. And mining's fun because I can talk to you guys and not be dying. Normally. Sometimes that happens, but not very often. Normally it's the wither. Whenever there's a wither mixed with a mine and called the process of getting a beacon. Then there's death involved. But other than that, not really. At least for me, there's death involved. I've only fought the wither twice in survival. And I've died 2 times. Both times that I've fought the wither in survival. Except that when I did it here on this world, I didn't have anyone to help me. And I did have someone to help me when I fought it on a server. Both on live streams, actually, except the one that was on this world was a muted live stream because derp. I forgot to unmute my microphone when I came back from break. Which certainly happens. I was looking at the Z value thinking I was looking at the Y value. Telling you, engineering school takes a toll on your head. It really does. It really, really does. I'm messing with you. I think we need to go that way. Hello, K Martha. Do I want to... Why would I want to buy followers or primes? I don't know. I don't think that being famous is really the goal here. At least not for me. So. Don't know. Don't think so. Alright. I think this is the right way to go. Because we want to get back so that we can access this beacon easily later. I think that's the right way to go. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. If I am, I'll eventually run into something. And if not, we're just mining. Oh, nice. Did you find a village? Is that how you got the iron? Or did you get enough iron from killing zombies? Which is actually sounds really, really cool. Nice. Yes, getting it from a village can certainly help to speed up the process of starting a new world. Certainly indeed. Ah, a dragon bone sword. Oh, you're in modded. Okay. At least that sounds like it's modded. But that still is cool. But how would you get a dragon bone sword? That must not be the end dragon. Or did you get that from a chest? Okay. I see. I mean, that helps. Having friends helps. It helps in both Minecraft and in real life. Fun fact. Now, then there's the argument of whether or not I have friends. I do have friends. Amazingly enough, I know. But, yes, I do. 2-block gap? Question mark? Ice and fire. Oh. Why, hello there. Baby zombie. Not welcome. Here. Not today. Thank you. I just thought of something. In order to get it, you'd have to know the movie probably, or the book, I suppose, because it's technically a book as well. And now Percy Jackson, yes. I was reminded of in the. Oh, I don't remember. But anyways, what I'm thinking is, I was like, so having friends, right? And I was like, normally zombies, if you have zombies as friends, you probably need to reconsider who or how you choose your friends, but you also could possibly be the what was it? It was the daughter of the goddess of war, I believe, who had the army of, not army, but the sailors, the zombie, the undead sailors on the monitor class boat. Anyways, that's don't know why my brain went there. It just did. Just did. I did see that movie again. That wasn't the one where they're after the skin of the goat skin, because they need to save the dying tree, which was a person. Goddess of War Strategy Star, yes. Yep. That's the one. Yeah, I'm still confused as how my mind went there so quickly. Aside from the fact that there was a baby zombie. And now my mind is off on another sidetrack. Monitor class boats. So, Monitor class was during the American Civil War. Ironclads. But Sea of Monsters. Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. That's the name of it. Yes. I like that movie, honestly. I know it doesn't line up with the books perfectly. And unfortunately, they stopped after 2 movies, I think. So. Yeah. And now all the actors are older. And you'd have to restart from the beginning with a whole new set of actors if you were to go through and do more. But I loved it. It is on Disney Plus. That is actually where I watched it most recently. It was Disney Plus. I like Disney Plus so much because I get to watch the old Disney movies. I was like raised partly on Disney movies. Like I watched quite a few of them. I mean, I'm sure most people who watch movies infrequently have seen Disney movies, but like things like Mary Poppins, Peter Pan, those were some of my favorites. And then there's was Nanny McPhee or Nanny McPhee? Was that one Disney? I'm pretty sure I went mining the wrong direction. I'm actually completely certain I went mining the wrong direction. Let's go back the other way. I think Nanny McPhee was a Disney movie. Of course, I'm saying it wrong because I'm not from England. I'm not sure if that one was or not. Ooh, more redstone. I don't need more redstone. I probably should not be mining this. I have no plans on using it. Oh, lapis. Man, I was missing things. And iron. Wow. I must have gone blind for a second. I was probably reading chat, so I didn't see anything. That's probably what I was doing. You know what? Let's put this beacon bottom down. Beacon base, as it's called, I suppose. Technically speaking. Oh, that's not right. That is not right. I mean, technically that is right. Just, that's getting ahead of ourselves. We don't have that much iron yet. And I don't have anything to activate it with. I think I need to go this way to meet up with my old mine. I am definitely, though, looking for the next season of The Mandalorian, which they have a release date. I believe they're doing it like they did before, where it's 1 episode a week. Which means one of 2 things. Either I will watch it as the episodes come out, or I will wait until Christmas Eve No, until Christmas to watch it. And then I will binge watch everything except for the last episode. And then I will realize that the last episode is out because it's now after midnight. So, those are the two options. That's what I did last time. Because I bought Disney Plus on Christmas Day last year. Or bought. I mean, I did kind of buy it. You know, I bought the whole company. Like, no, I did not. That would be hilarious. That would probably be literally the worst decision of my life. To buy that. Like, I mean, it would be good in the sense that it's fairly profitable. But buying the whole Disney company, especially since the Disney family actually bought it back. They took it back under their name. Or under their family. It's always been under their name. They took it back under their family, though. And, yeah. So, I'm happy. I think we'll be seeing better stuff coming out of Disney now that it's back in the family. I think that they'll be thinking more about their name. You know, trying to actually fulfill their... I'm guessing it's Walt's kids who bought it again, or one of them who did. I'm not sure too much. I just know that it's now owned by a Disney again. So, yeah. And George Lucas is now over Star Wars again. But now he's actually working for Disney instead of Lucasfilms. So that means any more Star Wars stuff that comes out will be George Lucas again. Which will be awesome. I got pinged. Booking the lathe. Hold on. One of my friends is... this is for my project. One should be good. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, that's for school. So that's kind of important. We have to schedule our whenever we want to use the tools in the machine shop. So that way we're not trying to use the tools and then like 3 different groups are trying to use the tool they're the same tool at the same time. So I think we only should need 1 lathe. Wait. Oh, this is the old one. I mean, I guess that works. Discord has put a black spot on my screen. I see. It's actually just very, very dark gray. But that's mildly disconcerting. It's not unusual whenever I'm streaming for Discord to do that, but I'm not sure why it does that, actually. It's a good thing to ask. Yes. Let's see. This definitely shattered. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I think he pinged me again. Why are they not coming up? Did Windows change my setting again? Oh my goodness. Why? Well, I'm supposed to be getting pings coming up on as notifications on my computer. And silent mode is not enabled right now. And yet I'm still not getting any pings from Discord whenever I get DM'd. What will we do with you, computer? What will we do? We'll find something out. We'll find something out, that's for sure. So we got more coal. I do that a lot. Like, I'm on my last torch, and then I finish what I'm doing. And then I don't have any torches anymore. Huh. It works out for me, I suppose. Aye. Not cool. That was totally intentional. I meant to do that. Totally not. Totally did not mean to do it that way. But it worked in the end. In the end. I don't think anything else goes in this side. Stuff goes over here, though. It is cool. Cool. Okay. Let's try to actually remember where we put things. Just try. Yep, there we go. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Getting better. Getting better. We'll just leave those sitting in there. That ain't enough to make the second level of a beacon. So, of a bacon. We should probably put glass on this as well. Just... That's not glass. Glass is this way. Actually, wait. If we go in here and we grab half slabs as so. Watch this. This is going to work. I'm certain of it. Apparently you cannot use half slabs in this version. Half slabs. They're not half slabs, they're whole slabs. A slab is half. I guess I need to use glass then. And then we'll just use a block of stone because I need to finish a path or something. Maybe? Maybe not. We'll see. I suppose that is another thing we can do. We can build ourselves a path. That was from the farm. Don't build mob farm drop chutes so close to your base. Whenever there's terrain above your base where creepers can fall, because then... You see, or you hear it. Yeah. Alright, let's make ourselves a nice little path out here. Pick up some of these rails. That's one thing we can do, since we're coming near the end. Not of the stream, of the series as a whole, in the sense that we're more than halfway through. And I don't know if we're actually going to take it all the way up to 116.2 because I'm kind of running out of things to do. Unless you guys give me more ideas. Unless you give me more ideas. And then that will change. We can actually use mossy stone. It's not a block I really use, but we have it as an option. Cobble. What do we need? We need gravel. I suppose we can do the dirt trick as well. Have that. Stone. We don't have any andesite, unfortunately. Yeah, because andesite wasn't a thing. We'd have to go exploring a really, really long distance in order to get andesite, so we're not going to go at the andesite route. Alright, so as far as finishing level, this is the highest finishing level, is stone. And then gravel actually looks more finished than cobblestone, I think. And then we'll put these two on the same level as well. Anyways, the idea is we go ahead and we dig out the entire path that we're going to make into this look. Drink water. Yeah. It's important. It's important. Make sure that you're drinking enough water. Fluids are important. If your body doesn't intake enough fluids, bad things start to happen. Very, very bad things. No. There we go. No, hold on. Is that right? That is right. Okay. Good. I want to make sure I'm not doing this to the wrong proportions or anything. Tree, you gotta go. And you are a big one. Ugh. I mean, at least this gives us more wood to use. Right? You can have such a thing as too much wood, though. I know what that feels like. It's called cutting down the same number of 2 by 2 jungle trees as you do birch trees. That's how my tree farm works. That's how my design works. And I still can't keep my shops fully stocked. They've never been fully stocked. Not even on one type of wood. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. There we go. Tree down. I don't think there's any more logs. I don't see any. We're gonna hope there isn't. Oh, there might be one right up there. Oh, I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, I think there's a log there. The eternal struggle. There is a log there. I think that... Yeah, that was it. Okay. Let's try using an axe instead of a pickaxe. That'll probably work out better. Overall. In the long run. You know? I still need the shovel, though. That'd be a useful tool. We'll leave that other tree where it is. Even though the giant one that we cut down is probably more aesthetically pleasing. Because it wasn't... I have a shovel. Ow. Really? My terraforming. You broke my terraforming creeper. Why? Why you do this to me? Hey! I mean, I guess it is Bob's job. Isn't it? It is Bob's job. I mean, we can't... We do have to give him that much, at the very least. It's his job. We gotta let him do his job. But we really don't. We really don't need to let Bob do his job. Sure. Okay. Then that way, that's out there. So that meets up with us now. And now we can actually go through and make our path. Yep, no logs left. This is how you make paths. This is how I make paths, rather. You don't have to make them this way. Now those were mobs that can probably be just stuck down in a cave somewhere. If you're ever wondering how I make paths, this is it. This is legitimately the way I make a path. We're out of mossy stone. Was 1.12 whenever they redid village generation? $114? Okay. Yeah, 114. Thank you for that. Those are going to be stairs. Oh, there went gravel. That's not right either. There we go. There's some paths. I did something for him, so. Hoping that makes it look a tad nicer. Got a better idea than using stairs there, though. If we use slabs instead, it'll make it look more like it tapers off. Over here. Instead of just being like straight. I'm not quite done yet, am I? There's this too. Oi. Running out of blocks. Alright, we then need a couple more slabby jabbies there. Use cobblestone ones here. There. Do we have a shovel? We do. Yeah. Throw a couple of path blocks around. As so. Break it up a tiny bit more even, you know. Yeah. Now if I really want to get fancy, I could use coarse dirt as well. But I don't think I'm going that far. Not yet. Not yet. You've just seen about the most building that I really do, that I think I do a good job at. And I think different textures help this a lot. I think on a newer version of the game, well, if you add andesite in and use that as one of your primary blocks, then that actually helps out a ton. But yeah, like I said, we do not have a very good way of getting andesite, because we don't have a good way of getting any of those good 1.18 blocks that were added. Or 1.8, not 1.18. We're nowhere near 1.18. We're 2 updates away from 1.18. But we aren't there yet. And I'm not even looking at that right now as a thing. Rails were somewhere. There they were. We don't talk about how many rails we have. That gravel and diamonds are not quite the same thing. Just putting that out there. Coal and diamonds are much more closely related than gravel and diamonds. Because at least the substructures are the same. Similar. Coal has more impurities and is also less well connected to itself. Did you just kill a zombie? Bad skeleton. That was my XP, not yours. Whoo-hoo. I have been here for a while. Apparently. I'm not complaining, though. Notice I'm not complaining at all about this. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's break this down. With a pickaxe, preferably. Guess I don't want to empty the chest, so I'm just gonna break it, do I? And nether blocks, question mark. We just did a little bit of a switcheroo there. Mixing things up a bit. I thought I saw something. I didn't. I did. I saw a lot of things all at once. But none of them had any meaning. Alright, that's good enough. 19 and 8 I think is all that I had. You can keep going. Since you have more coal to distribute. I guess I do have a little bit of iron. Which we can probably use to make a beacon bigger. guess I have a little bit of iron. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Like, not much. Not really useful or anything. I need one more gold. So I dug out that way. Yeah, I totally went the wrong direction or I dug that hole. Unfortunately. But if I go this way, we'll pick up all the other goodness later. All the other goodness. My boots are about to break. I'm guessing. I am very much so guessing right now. We'll go back out the same tunnel that we came down. Hey! That wasn't that far off, actually. That was a pretty good guess. As to where I needed to end up at. So if we go and we want to build underneath first, get that corner, there we go. Go ahead and get all this XP. And end up finding diamonds while we're at it. Not a bad thing. That's nice. Hey there, Bedrock Gamer. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Let's put those down. I don't have enough for all of it, of course, but I do have enough for some of it, which is what we're trying to do here. I thought there was a creeper down there, but there isn't. Alright. Let's see. Jump boost, resistance, speed. What do we want, guys? I am doing well. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Haste. I am just trying to set up my beacon again. I just moved it. I've been doing a few different things. Started off with my storage system. Moved on to doing a little bit of path work and then moving the beacon, what I'm doing now. I think I'm going to be mining. I like resistance. Haste is a good one though. Of course I can't do the full haste, but it isn't bad to have. Yeah, if I'm going to be doing mining, haste is the better option of them all. Let's head back this way, though. Mine up all of this goodness that we got. Yeah, use speed. The speeds. The ultimate quickness. Yeah, my base is really close together. So I think I'm good with using it. Yeah. However, it would be kind of nice, I suppose, to have speed, but we've already set it to haste, so we'll just leave it. I don't think I'm going to be getting another beacon anytime soon. Could though. Could. I'll need more torches before I go mining. Haste is very cool. It does get bad though whenever you're like breaking blocks around delicate things. I may not have accidentally broken things I did not mean to break before using haste. Especially with haste 2. I never actually ate the pumpkin all the way. There we go. Now I've eaten the pumpkin all the way. Diamonds. Redstone is down here, but we can make another redstone block first. You can see I have it set up for mass storage of this stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is a base. I like it. It's not the best one I've done, I don't think. I'm fairly certain it isn't. It doesn't come up the list of best ones I've ever made, but for its purpose, it's pretty good. And especially since I've built it over so many different versions of the game, that is actually pretty cool too. Because this world started out in 1.0, and then we've been working our way up through the other versions of the game, the newer versions. So that's costing me 8. That cost me 6. We'll go with that one. When do I stream usually? Well, right now. So Wednesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and of course also Georgia Pacific Standard Time whenever we go to daylight savings. So I've been streaming for an hour and a half right now. So, yep. And there might be occasionally a couple of other bonus streams thrown in. Normally, though, before I go and do an extra stream, I'll end up doing... I'll end up going through and actually playing on a video and recording a YouTube video instead of streaming. Working on recording YouTube videos. They normally take a couple days with how I do it, especially since I'm in the middle of a big base building project right now. Yep. Yeah. I find this stuff entertaining, watching people kind of just tool around their base a little bit. Alright. Yeah, well, if you're not too busy, yeah. If you're busy, then, of course, don't worry about it. But, yeah. I do enjoy hanging out with all of y'all in chat. All of y'all. Can I say that? I'm not Southern, but can I say that? Y'all. Yeah. Yep. I started doing Twitch because I can talk to the chat live. Oh. What editing software? I use... Oh, what's the name of it? Power Director. Power Director 16, I believe, is what it's called. That's because it was the free... Or free. It cost me money because I had to buy the computer. But I got it whenever I bought my computer. Came with it. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It does what I need. Yeah. It's kind of just like it's not something that's said a lot up here, y'all. I mean, you hear it a lot because we're near a military base, and it's just become part of our language here too. So, it's not all that common though, which is interesting because it's with. All right, this is my thing, right? I know what y'all means, okay? Y'all's fine. You all. That's what it means. But people start talking about um people start like talking in like texting like shorthand, and it's like four letters that are just like completely like, to me they look random, like no sense at all, but they actually mean something. um so it's like I used to never use conjunctions. That's what something like aren't, y'all, etc. is. um the PC I use is a Dell. uh it's an Inspiron 15 uh 50 or 5000 series, but it is a semi-custom build of the computer. um mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I had some influences though. Some of my friends were from the South, so I got all of it. I've gotten used to it, which is weird to some people. Um, yeah, they're like, you just used that. You just said y'all, and you're like, you're not from the South. I'm like, no, I'm not, but I know people, and I talk to people enough that I pick up how they talk. Oh, there was lava there, but it's there and not right there. uh Streaming. So, oh, my computer. My computer's pretty good for streaming and recording. It has DDR4. I'm fairly certain it's DDR4. 12 gigs of DDR4. So, yep. And it's out of the box, so it's not like really, really custom. It's just that I bought it from Costco. So, any machine you buy from Costco is going to be a custom machine. It's not going to be something you can go to like Dell and buy. There's going to be something special about it. Costco will order a couple thousand of them, and then it's something that only Costco members can ever get, unless you buy one that someone bought from Costco and that was selling. Yeah, yeah. This one's pretty good, and it is a i3. Yeah, i3 8th gen core. So even with the i3, it's fairly good for stream recording. Now it does run into issues with uh, games like, if you're familiar with War Thunder. I've streamed that before, and after the most recent update to War Thunder, even on like minimal graphics settings, I can't stream it. It just, I mean, I can stream it, but it's really framey on the stream side. So, World of Tanks, I can still stream that fine. Minecraft, I can stream it fine, even if I have a ton of mods. Without Optifine, I can stream it perfectly. So, yeah. Yeah. It does have... I do notice a few things with it. Whenever I'm playing some... Especially games that are really graphics heavy. This laptop doesn't do that great. It is a laptop, which, you know, is part of the reason. It does have a graphics card in it, though. I believe it's a part of the motherboard of the laptop, but it is a dedicated graphics unit within the motherboard that is actually decent. So, yeah. It is a fairly good graphics unit for a laptop. Coming stock in a laptop. That wasn't like something I spent $1,000 on. So, as far as that's concerned, it's a decent graphics unit. Yeah. Yeah. I think if I get another computer... Now, I need a laptop for school because I have to be able to take it with me. I'm not taking a whole desktop setup with me to class every day. But I did... Whenever I was looking at a laptop, I wanted something better than the laptop I'm reading chat off of right now. So I have 2 laptops in front of me and my cell phone. I'm reading chat off of my old laptop, which had 4 gigabytes of RAM. Has 4 gigabytes of RAM. And it's decent. It's on right for a $200, $300 machine, something like that. It's all right. It's not the worst, but it isn't great. But one of the things I need my laptop for specifically is running engineering programs on it, and it was a struggle. I have been streaming for 1 hour 40 minutes at this point. Another way to figure that out is exclamation point uptime, or a semi-newer feature. It was added closer to the start of the summer. Well, depends on where you are in the world, I suppose. Summer or winter. But it was added a few months ago. Is that if you're viewing on the web browser, below the stream, not on mobile. Not on mobile. Maybe if you're on mobile on the web browser. But below the stream, it actually shows how long the streamer's been streaming. It's like the bottom right corner right below the settings wheel on this stream window. So, yeah. And it's pretty cool that it does that. No. Didn't used to do that. So that way, even if the streamer that you're watching at the moment doesn't have any bot set up at all, you can still see how long the stream's been. Oh! How long have I been streaming on Twitch in general? Okay. I started live streaming earlier this year. It would have, let me think. I got out in May. So I'm thinking I started in April. I want to say mid-April is when I started streaming on Twitch. That's actually when I started streaming at all. Before then, I was just on YouTube. And I actually had gone through a phase where, okay, well, have a good night then, Bedrock. And I hope to see you again on Saturday. Yep. remember to follow if you want to get a go live notification, or alternatively, there's the Discord, !Discord, to get you the invite link to that. So, yeah. Have a good rest of your day / night, wherever it is time for you. So, there be lava down there, and I be diamonds in the inventory. I'm not a diamond in my inventory, but there are diamonds in my inventory. Anyways, yeah, I think I started in April. Mid-April. Yeah, I know it was like the last 2 weeks of school was when I started streaming again, because I wanted to pick up content creation, because I was getting bored just going in, just doing nothing but school and work, because church wasn't really happening, or I wasn't doing as much with my church because there weren't any midweek events. I wasn't volunteering in the community as much because there weren't events to volunteer at. And yeah, that's when I started to stream. Oh, you're back. Oh, I see. It was just for a little bit. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, so mid-April was when I started streaming. I see. It was the BRB. It was the BRB. Got it. Yeah. I had one bigger round of content creation just on YouTube alone since 2016 was when I started that YouTube channel. And then I got burned out about every 2 months after restarting it. So I eventually, in December of last year, just stopped altogether. It actually might have been November. Yep. Thank you for the follow as well, Bedrock. Support is appreciated. So, yeah, I had that little round of content creation, years of content creation, and then I stopped. And then when I restarted in April, or I'm really sure it was April that I restarted, I reset my YouTube channel entirely, aside, of course, from subscribers. Essentially, I just removed all my videos from my YouTube channel. I still have backups of some of them, I believe. I want to say about 40 of them on this computer. That animation on the screen. I use Streamlabs for the on-screen animations. I use a combination of 2 different stream programs. So I use Streamlabs for the actual streaming part and the notifications that come up on the screen. And then I use Stream Elements for chat stuff. So, yeah. If I would have known the differences between Stream Elements and Streamlabs, I might have just started out with Stream Elements entirely and just use that for everything. But I ended up just sticking with using Stream Elements or Streamlabs for the actual software because I know it works well. I have everything set up on it already, and then just transitioning over the Stream Element or the bot for chat to Stream Elements. So it's really cool that you're able to do that on Twitch. Yeah. Yep. Use regular OBS? Okay. Yeah, regular OBS works too. The cool thing with OBS is that it's open source. There's so many different versions of it out there, and they're free. So, yeah, that's a really nice thing with OBS. I had a little bit of experience with normal OBS streaming using that one. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I had experience at my church streaming using normal OBS. Being the audiovisual tech that I am, I was put in charge of that for a little bit. Yeah, and there, the editing software I used there was Adobe Premiere, I think. Whatever it is, the Adobe programs, which are really expensive, and I would not personally ever get, probably. But they work, of course. They do their job. Yeah. So yeah, using Stream Elements figuring it out wasn't super hard because I already knew it. It's actually easier to link your Twitch to Streamlabs for streaming than it is to link than it is to link normal OBS to Facebook. It's actually amazingly easier. Like, ridiculously easier. But there are, of course, positives and negatives to doing it both ways. Yeah. Yep. The recording software that I use though, so I use a separate recording software for my YouTube videos because I didn't want, at the time that I started doing YouTube, I didn't want to use OBS. I'm not sure why. I didn't really know about it a whole lot. And it sounded to me at the time kind of scammy that I have killed an Ender Dragon, not alone. I've killed it with a few other people. But to me, the idea of a free software just didn't seem quite right when I started out YouTube. So I ended up buying a program called Action. You don't need to. I mean, Streamlabs is fine. Or Streamlabs. OBS is fine for recording videos. It's just that OBS has more crashing issues. It's tiny. At the time, it was, I want to say significantly, in my mind, significantly more unstable than, some of the other programs which are out there that you pay for. But now OBS, as of course you could kind of guess, has gotten better. More time in development, all of that. Improvements over time. So, the one, I think I've only actually killed the Ender Dragon once. That was with a group of 2 other people, I believe. Maybe 3 other people. And I died. I think I actually killed it twice then. Both times with, I think, pretty much the same group of people. But I died like twice in both fights. And I think only ever once to the Ender Dragon itself. Alright, gotta go for real this time. Alright. Well, have a good night. Good next few days. Hope to see you again on Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Or on the Discord. Or maybe on YouTube. We'll see. Yep. Yeah, hope to see you Saturday. Alright. Blood Moon. Oh, you're still in the mod pack? Oh. Uh-oh. I hate that mod. Like, there's not many things I hate. Okay, I can't say I hate it. No. Now that I think about that, no. Hate is much too strong of a word. I dislike it. You're safe, though? You think... Wild, you think you're safe. It will find a way. It happened to me all the time. That mod will literally find a way to make you not safe anymore. Maybe not so literally, but it does. Oh. Yes. Hopefully you are actually safe, though. Oh, I got a full stack of iron, and now my inventory's full. Sad / not sad at all. Yes, the iron doors are good. Iron doors are very good. Yeah. Personally, I don't like Blood Moon very much. But, of course, if it is on the pack, I will play with it, because I would much rather play the modded server than not, simply because of one mod that I'm not a fan of. Honestly, though, I think probably the times whenever I got the most base work done on modded servers that had Blood Moon was whenever there was a Blood Moon. Because I couldn't go outside at all. Or I didn't go outside because I didn't want to die constantly. So I got a lot of base work done whenever there was a Blood Moon. Yeah. I mean, it's RT. Like, what else can we say? There's going to be chaos. RT is involved. I'm really looking forward to that starting up on the first. Well, for me, starting up on the first. Okay, there was a hole there. Was not expecting that. Honestly, right now I probably wouldn't. I would not. I'm gonna just say I wouldn't be able to play on it anyways because of how bad the internet is here. So, yeah, for me it probably doesn't make much of a difference right now. Unfortunately. There is so much lava. Nervous giggle. Gravel? Okay. That works. I don't know how much of the beans you're allowed to spill on what's in the mod pack or not, but clearly Blood Moon is. Hi, Cave. Hi, Creeper. Welcome to the stream. We don't really like you here, and I thought you were gonna die at that first hit there. But apparently not. I mean, fortunately, though, the blood moon lasts for 10 minutes. So. It isn't the worst. Because there is an end. There's a definite end to it. As opposed to... No, I won't mention it. Ultra hardcore. But no, sorry, not ultra hardcore. That's UHC. Ultra hostile. Ultra hostile. Oh. Now, if you want something that's crazy. It would be great. You died to a chance cube just before. Oh. If you want havoc with chance cubes, there is one streamer who I will recommend. He's someone who I raid semi frequently. Gooderness. He's the one I get the penguin emotes from, actually. Yeah. And in his streams, there is chaos like nothing else, and it's because of chance cubes. Essentially, whenever people donate to him and stuff, he gets chance cubes, and then has to open them. But he also gets like little penguins in the mod pack Sky Factory 4. I think I just threw gravel out. I think I did just throw gravel out. And I want to keep the gravel. Let's sleep first, though. And absolutely chaotic. Just ridiculously chaotic. But it's fun. As I say that, it is still fun. Nope, I didn't throw any gravel out. Amazing, but I do want to keep the dirt still, too. So... yeah, not being able to dig down can be a problem. Can be a very fatal problem, unfortunately. Or fortunately, it depends on how crazy you want things to get. So kind of off topic, dungeons. I'm level something or other in dungeons now. I totally blanked on what level I was. I think I'm like 41. I don't remember what my power score is, though. That is dirt, so that goes in there. Dungeons is actually a really, really fun game. Amazingly enough. I need more coal. And I need more wood to make more torches. Boom. Let's just make a full 4 stacks of torches. Because why not? I have coal, I have wood. I don't have a lot of wood, but enough equals torches. how much iron do you need for a full beacon? It's a lot. Like, not in iron blocks, but like just iron. If you were to just count iron. I'm not going to do the math for it right now. Because ultimately it's what? A 9x9 cube. That is 4 blocks tall. I'm still just amazed at the strength of a Minecraft character, honestly. Like, that's where it stops. Like, that's enough for it to just be crazy. Drink water! Drinking water and inhaling it are two different things. Oops. Yeah. No. Two very different things. It's just annoying sometimes. Oh, man, it got dark fast. Just gonna stand up for a sec. Close my window. Not close it, just draw the curtains. And done. I'm back. Long break, I know. I mean, I guess it is 7:53, so having the long break of that is for closing the window. I think sun went down somewhere around like 7:15, and it's 19. It would me 7:53. I don't. This is the point where I'm in work mode. If you can't tell. Yeah. Or either that or my brain is just like, nope, it's time. It's time that you just take things for what they say, and for me that means reading off all of my clocks exactly as they read instead of converting to time. So, yeah. Because I see 1954, I don't see 7:54. Which, depending on what country you live in, is completely normal. Just in the US, it's not very normal for some reason. I don't know why it's not more common. In this area, it's somewhat common, or at least people know what you're talking about if you just say something in international format. If you say a time in international format, people understand, because there's so many people here who are in the military that they just know. And like, even the people who aren't in the military pick it up really quickly, typically, because there's a lot. There's a lot of it. So here it's not really that bad as it is in some areas. If you accidentally say something in international time, you're not going to get sideways looks like, what? Since when were there like 19? Since when was that a time? um, well, what? You say what? 10 in the morning, right? You say 10. So why can't I say 19? That makes perfect sense. Apparently it doesn't. Not all the time. Not all the time. Yeah. Depending on who you're talking to. Woo! Almost had hot feet there. Hello, Destin. No, you can't join. This is single player. 1.11.2. Yeah. Can't join on this one. There are some which you can. There is Foodcraft, which is a free-to-play server. So, I do play on there. It's less frequently now than it was when I first joined, but that's because it's no longer a time where I lack having college work to do. But yeah, estimation point foo if you want to look at that. So yeah. But how are you doing today? So, hey, more iron. Nice. Also, my screen is red right now, so it's a little bit more difficult to read it. I have my computer screens and my phone screen set to turn red after sundown for my eyes. I can probably take it off of that now. I set it to that during, or when I was still working graveyard, because my eyes were, and still are, acclimated to seeing in the dark. So looking at a bright computer screen in the middle of the night on your nights off is painful. Literally painful. So yeah, it's not as bad anymore because I don't work graveyards, but I just haven't changed it. And I do kind of like it though, because it does kind of help me wind down. Lets my eyes relax a little bit more. So, as well as turning the lights down in my room a little bit, where my computer is. All of it helps. All of it helps. One thing that I did notice is after I started using the red screens and stuff, blue light filters, what they're called technically, it just makes your screen look red, so that's why it's called that sometimes. I actually noticed that I was able to actually go to sleep faster. It's pretty interesting. Like, I had heard people say that kind of stuff. I was like, I don't know about that. But it works for me. Even though that's not why I started doing it. I started doing it so I wouldn't get headaches, which ended up turning into migraines more often. More and more often. So, yeah, migraines aren't fun. So you go to bed with a headache, and then you wake up, and your eyes are bloodshot, and you still have a headache. And you're like, I was only on my computer for like 3 hours. I was normally, like, if it was a night off, that meant I was pretty much either watching a movie or on my computer. I was like in front of a screen for like 8 hours straight. Yeah, not necessarily the healthiest thing ever. No. But yeah, whenever everyone else is asleep and you're still awake because you work because your schedule gives you split weekends. And you're working graves, so there's no sense in you changing your sleep schedule for a half day, of sleeping 4 hours one night and then sleeping 12 another night, which I can't do. I can't sleep more than 9 hours, even if I'm super tired. In fact, if I'm super tired when I go to bed, I normally wake up after like 6 or 7 hours. It's weird. It's like the more tired I am, the less sleep I get. Not completely true, but there's a little bit of a kind of weird inverse function. It's like my body's in recharge mode, like before I go to bed. So whenever I actually start resting, it's just like recharged really fast. I haven't tried pulling that. I never tried to pull that stunt. I have to pull it or I don't make it every once in a while. But I prefer to not. And the biggest problem with that is, and I've had this happen before, where it's like, I work, I do school, right? And then I work. I get back, I'm asleep, right? And then my phone starts ringing, so I have to run out to get my phone, answer it, and it's work, and they want me to come in, and I'm like, not unless you want me to fall asleep. I'm like, I just got off. I don't think that's how that works. You don't call the person who just went home 4 hours ago to come in and pick up a shift that someone called out sick for. There's other people who live there who can take the shift, not the person who's 15 minutes away. The logic. For some reason, I'm normally one of the first people who gets called whenever someone can't work. Over the summer, I'm totally fine with that because I always end up working 40 hours a week most of the time, which is pretty much like, well, I can't because I know that they're not going to be happy paying me overtime. During the school year, though, I don't work that much. So and especially this school year, I don't have the excuse of not having enough, not having enough time to do my homework, because I finished all of my homework for today, in an hour, which is really scary. This is the first time since my junior year of high school where I've been able to finish all of my homework in an hour. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I know. But the problem is it's scary because I'm I'm missing something. I felt that way since the first week of school. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something, but I'm not. It's weird, but I'm not. Yeah. People, of all the years of college, right? They say I've heard the most that your junior year for my degree with people in my school is the hardest. It is literally the easiest year I've had since high school. I'm like, either you guys took classes and actually, no, I know what it is now. It's because a lot of people who take my degree wait to take all of the hard math classes or they split up their hard math classes. So I took all of my hard math classes last semester. or last year. So last fall, I took 2 difficult math classes. So like that's like the benchmark. Like if it's easier than that, it's like I don't think anything can be harder than what I had to do last fall. So this fall, it's like, whatever. I'm taking 18 credits, but I don't get homework assigned to me overnight because all of my professors are engineers and they all understand that there's something called a minimum amount of time to do a certain amount of work. Fortunately, they all get that concept. I don't have enough room for the diamonds. Oh, we have to leave them behind. I need all that cobblestone, man. Yeah. It's going to be so weird, too, because the one class where the homework takes the longest from gets over at midterms. So I don't know. I mean, it does mean that I can spend, like, legitimately, like, probably as much time as I want working in the machine lab, as long as I can find other people who want to spend that much time working in the machine lab. So, I mean, that is kind of a fun thing about it. It's like, I can literally go and sit there in the machine lab tooling my part down to be, like, perfect. You know, because I have the time. But I don't want to spend that much time there in the machine shop. Because that means that someone else has to sit there with me. Because I can't work in there alone. For if I get hurt by a machine and I can't get help, there has to be someone else there who can, is the idea. And that's a good thing. But it's like, ugh. Because I probably, like, if I did not have this stream tonight, no, take that back. I wouldn't have because there's another class in there. But if I didn't have my, or like, if I didn't have to be in there with my lab partner, oh, hello, Sigveins. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Thank you. Stay sick. Oh, I don't want to be sick, but I see what you mean. Sick isn't the cool term. Thank you for offering the assistance, though. Yeah, anyways, I would have, like, tomorrow after my classes, which end at, like, noon. No, they don't end at noon. They end at, like, 3. I would probably just go there to the shop until, like, 7 and just finish my part and then be done with it. And then I just have to wait until we get the new blade for the bandsaw so that we can cut steel again without risking the blade exploding. Because that's a thing. So the blade got really dull because someone tried to cut stainless steel with it, and it's not a blade designed to cut stainless steel. So, and I think they also probably tried cutting it without the coolant. So it was really bad. That was really bad. That was not while I was there, by the way. I know they were cutting a lot of steel with that blade earlier last week rather. Last week. They were cutting a lot of steel components with it. But the person who was cutting those knew what they were doing. I don't think the person who was cutting the stainless steel the other day actually really was very sure what they were doing. So we can only work with aluminum until we get the new blade. And normally we don't have to use a blade or like coolant for aluminum, but we do now because of how dull the blade is. It heats up really fast, and it also cuts it slow. So, yeah. Yep. I see. There's a ravine, I believe. Come on, Cole. Oh. Andesite? I've gone far enough to get andesite? Wait. Okay. I am quite a ways away from my base. Of course, I think I'm under the ocean right now, too. And I didn't really explore that much in that direction. So. Oh, well, I guess we have andesite now. We can actually build using andesite, which is nice for if I end up doing more paths. Let's pick up that andesite, actually. I did not realize that I was picking that up. That means that there can be granite and diorite here as well. Ooh. Diorite actually has a use. You can combine it with cobblestone, I believe it's cobblestone, and get andesite. I mean, it has uses other than that, of course. Most, like, useful probably as bird poop, but, no. Diorite, if it's used properly, can actually be pretty good. If it's used in a good, like, the right way, like a way B-dubs does it, it's actually pretty good. Now, do I wish that there was another not, like, pure white block in Minecraft that could be used for building? Yes. Because quartz is there, but quartz is, like, straight white and just absolutely... Like, it looks too perfect, is the thing. Like, there's no, like, dirty quartz, or, like, milky quartz, which is technically what that is. Quartz in Minecraft is technically milky quartz because it's white. But I would love rose quartz. It's probably one of my favorites. As far as quartz goes. IRL. Like, yeah. I traded it for things, actually, at one point. Yeah. I did a little bit of that. Pioneer stuff. Oh, yeah. Trading rocks for things of value. It's weird how that works, but it does. Oh, wait. I want the lapis more than I do the cobblestone. Yes, rose quartz is that thing that New was having such a hard time with getting. Oh. In the one mod pack. All right. This is a long tunnel. We've been going down the same tunnel for an extremely long amount of time, which means it will be a long walk back. A very expensive walk back, too. Found a lot of stuff, including blocks that I haven't had access to, and I'm now very happy to have access to. Ah, are you kidding me? There's more. More redstone? We're oh, okay. I'm like, we're playing with fire here. And yeah. Generation. So this stream series, essentially, if that's what you're talking about, I started out on Minecraft 1.0. I started out on 1.0, and every stream I advance it one major iteration of the game. So like 1.2.0, you know, or 1.1.0. Oh wait, what was 1.1? I don't remember. But essentially, that's how I do it. And so, like, 1.1, the highest subversion of that. 1.2, the highest subversion of that. 1.3, the highest subversion of that. On and on and on. And right now we're at 1.11.2. Next stream, if we continue on, like, I'm kind of running into this block of, like, I don't really know what to do because we can't go to the end because I don't have commands. I can break the game and, you know, change files and stuff and actually give myself access to commands. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I'm just fairly certain that I can. I just have to go digging through properties probably. That way we can build an end portal, or I can just like circle through and try to find one. The problem with the end portal generation is that there might not be one, and we've attempted to locate one already, and we were unable to, because whenever the world generated in 1.0, I think the end was in the game at the time, or whatever version the end was added. I'm pretty sure it was the original thing in Minecraft. We didn't explore the chunks where the end fortress was supposed to generate. But the compass, not compass. The what am I thinking? The Eyes of Ender still go to the original set locations for the end, or for the stronghold. For the strongholds. So none of the strongholds are actually there because the stronghold's physical location, not just its coordinate plane location, but where it actually will generate in is different. Depending on which world gen code it's being that it's in. So I didn't go through and pre-generate chunks because I wanted to save it that for whenever new blocks were added to the game, whatever, right? New things were added to the game. So as a result of that, there's one of three things which have happened. One, we already know that the locations of the end portals are not going to be able to be found by Eyes of Ender unless we got extremely lucky. Okay, so that's a constant. And what I mean by extremely lucky is where the location didn't change where it would have spawned in from, or it somehow got changed back whenever the chunks were generated to the location that it was whenever the end was first added to the game, whether that was 1.0 or whatever. I don't remember that exactly. But we have the so one option is that there is possibly one still lined up, maybe two. I know one is not lined up. One's not aligned the same. Because that's the one that we went to one already, and it wasn't. So we know one of three is incorrect. It's likely that the other two are also not correct. So we also can have the case where none have physically generated, which essentially means that we would have, in that case, played this weird kind of roundabout game with and just dodged perfectly around the spawning of the strongholds as we explored and generated chunks in certain ways, or during certain versions of the game. So that's a possibility. Another one is that there are little bits and pieces, which this is probably the most likely actually, is that there's little bits and pieces of strongholds scattered around the world from different versions of the game, from different world gen codes for the game. So that's probably the most likely. But the probability that one of those is a complete, or includes a complete end portal, is extremely low. And complete meaning it includes all 12 portal blocks. So, and we are already, like I was saying, very certain that it's not going to be aligned with where one of the three locations that the end pearls will take, or that the Eyes of Ender will take us. So what I'm saying in short is it's statistically improbable, not impossible, but improbable, that there is even a possibility of, without somehow cheating it in, getting to the end in this world. So yes. And I actually really love that little rabbit hole. I like that kind of stuff, just going down like all the different possibilities and coming to a conclusion. I don't like it whenever it's a conclusion like this where, well, it's not gonna happen. But I do like the process of going down the little hole to get there. Yeah, it is unfortunate that that's how it works out. But if I would have thought about it, I would have been able to, prepare for that and actually go and make sure that I explored out enough, even if I didn't have end pearls or Eyes of Ender, that in the first stream or between the first two streams, I could have gone out and explored a ton and made sure to have generated them in with 1.0. But unfortunately, I didn't think of that at the time. So that's where we're left. That's where we're left with no end portal. At least not one that we know of, or will probably ever find. Now, Wither, of course, we have the beacon. That is easy because there is an nether fortress right outside of that portal. Not literally right outside, but very, very close. So that was actually really easy. It was just getting to the end is not easy at all. I bet you I can claim XP from these, so I'm not actually XP from these, so I'm not actually going to run the bottom minecart this time, because it's possible that they store XP in this version. I'm not sure which one that was added in, but it's possible. And here comes the time for the mess, where we just kind of go through and try to even it out as much as possible. This is one reason that I really like having the little crafting book, because it makes it so much easier to craft up blocks of things. Yeah. If I ever do this stream series again, I will make sure to that issue is avoided. It's not that big of an issue, I think, on servers, because people tend to go, at least in my experience, and want to find the end fairly quickly. So it's not that big of an issue on a server, per se. But it is still kind of a challenge in single player, where I'm not that much of an explorer person. So I'm a miner. I stick my head in the ground and mine. Like modded, literally what I do in modded is I make mining setups. Literally, my power system is completely centered around automating a mine. Like, the only reason that I make power generation is so I can mine for the most part, or do things with stuff I've mined. Like, that is my main focus, is the raw resources. That's what I manage, which is, I think, awesome because I love doing it. But it does get to the point where it's like, okay, we have all these I have all these raw resources, and what do I do with them? I'm like, okay. So I have these, and now what do you want me to do with them? I don't know. You know, that is the thing. It's like, I run into that kind of a mental block every once in a while. That's not how you make a sword. That's why I think modded on a server will be a lot more fun. I've played modded on a server before, and I really enjoyed it then. I'm certain I'll enjoy it this next time that I do it too. Boom. But that's Smite 4. See, I'm gonna add this sword to this one. I know that's gonna just drive the cost up redonkulously, but Sweeping Edge and Knockback. Those are both things which contribute to that sword's overallness. Fire Protection, that's Blast Protection. That's a good one. Unbreaking 2, that has Unbreaking 3. Feather Falling, that does not have Feather Falling. The mending books are the problem with that wild, unfortunately. I don't have villagers. I have 2, and they don't breed. Like, they probably would, but I don't have the farm. Maybe that's the next stream. Maybe that's the next stream, is actually getting mending. Fishing farms. That is true. I do have a dilemma, though, regarding AFK. Regarding AFKing. So, at this point, any AFK time that I have has to be... Not has to be, but probably should be spent on my modded stream world, because there's problems. I need steel, so I can make steel pipes, so I can cool my nuclear reactor effectively. It's not done yet. The reactor isn't done. But in order to do that, I figure I need 2 stacks of steel ingots. The problem... 2 problems. Well, no. 2 problems, yeah. Problem number 1... Or, the first problem, I suppose, is... I don't have... Ooh, efficiency 4. That's going to be the one we're going for. Is I do not have enough... steel already, and every steel ingot I make costs 5 minutes of my time, because there's something known as a blast furnace, and blast furnaces are historically notoriously slow, and it's no different with this blast furnace. And I can't... there's only 2 upgrade slots, and I need both of those upgrade slots for... one for an injector upgrade, and one for a extractor upgrade, so that I can automate its refilling with compressed air. So... yeah. And my current power supply cannot support running 2 blast furnaces at the same time. Which essentially boils down to me having to AFK for a total of 42 hours before the next stream, in order to get enough steel to do all of the project at the start of the next stream. Such is modded Minecraft. It's really weird. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I'm like, I really can't, if I'm AFKing, it should be in that, so that I have the kind of content that I was hoping to have for my stream whenever I have the stream in a couple of weeks. I think I have 2 weeks before that stream. So it needs to go again. That should be good though. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to have fun with that one as much as possible, which probably isn't very much, but we'll see. We'll roll with it. That's what we'll do. We'll roll with it. Guess I could have just turned them all into blocks over here. We are going to go and upgrade the beacon though. I don't like the fact that I can do, like, that I think about math all the time. Like, that's the only reason I calculated that out, was because I'm like, okay, I know that this is going to be a lot, so now my curiosity has overtaken me, and I'm going to actually go and calculate out exactly how long this is going to take. So first I do my research. I'm like, okay, about how many steel pipes do I need? Okay, now about how many iron plates do I need to make that many steel pipes? And then I'm like, okay, I got this. And then I'm like, all right, well, now that I've calculated that and figured that out, how many bits of steel is that to make that many pipes? And at that point, I am like, uh-oh. I'm starting to realize a problem at that point. And then I'm like, all right, well, now I need to figure out how much time it takes to make one steel ingot in the blast furnace, which is also the only type of blast furnace that I have in that mod pack. So I've left myself with a whole lot of options. I have literally one blast furnace that I have to pick from. And it's the one that takes 5 minutes to process one iron into steel. So yeah. And then I figured out, oh, well, I guess that means in order to make 2 stacks of steel ingots, I need like 48 hours-ish. I think I need a little more than that, but I already have a little bit of steel saved up from before I did the calculation. So, yeah. Now, if I actually go and use my calculator to figure out how much time I need, it'll probably end up being something like 72 hours instead. But I don't want to do that. I want to stick with the 42-hour estimate instead. Because I don't want to think about that much AFK time. Yeah. I mean, I suppose I could leave my computer at home and then AFK while I'm at work. Instead of having my computer with me. And that would get me 20-ish hours of AFK time a week. How much do I work a week, actually? That's a really good question. I work 2 8s and a 6. So that's 16. That's 22 hours a week. So, yeah. Yeah, not the greatest. Let's see who all is streaming. So I'm gonna have to call it for the night. It's nearing the 3-hour mark. And for me, that's the time whenever I start to go, I think we're about done. So let's go find someone to raid. I do have 3 channels I'm following who are live right now. Whew. Among Us. That is a fun game. can raid Duke, Gooderness, or Joe. Those are our three options, but Joe's a little bit high on the viewer count for me to raid, I think. So, let's go on a raid of Duke Pianist. He's the smallest streamer on my list with 22 viewers. Jeez. Raid. And then we go Duke Pianist. If you haven't seen Among Us yet, it is kind of like Clue, except that it's a RTS. So, thank you, Tree Marie, for the follow. Thank you very much. So, Duke Pianist. Everyone does start somewhere. That is very true. Yep, so we're going to go into a raid, Duke. So, go ahead, join in the raid. And next stream will be on Saturday Pacific, or 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So, yeah. I will see you all next stream, hopefully. Exclamation point YouTube, exclamation point Discord to get you those links. And I have no idea when I should end the stream or do the raid because I can't listen. I can't hear myself from the other end. We're just gonna say no.